I gotta train up a bit. Hopefully it's not gonna be a gong show. I went back down and got some stuff.
You fools. How could the Entelecheia agree to such an uncertain plan?
Okay, we gotta kick him right when he's down.
You're a changing world.
You're just clinging to the past.
All the people of the world decided this together. So get out of the way.
So I am the only stubborn one? No, I am not mistaken. I will use all my power to eliminate your misguided purpose.
Destruction field! Destruction! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
And here we get up, Yuri.
Sorry, thanks.
And beat him around. It hit us with the Douse laser at the point. Come on. Over limit. That's a new spell. You guys better be smart enough to do this.
You still stand. I'll blow you away.
Thanks.
Dragon Swarm!
Oh, come on. Just heal them, Lynn. Why are you doing a dumb? Life bottle. Here you are.
Don't be a pain.
Life bottle again. Where are you?
Don't be a pain.
Okay, what do you want to res me? Hero's up. It's gonna be us there, yep. You know what? I'm also gonna use that hourglass finally. Actually, yeah, no.
Should we be getting started?
Here we go, finally. Big bang, and I'm gonna use the stupid tart now.
You still stand.
Oh, come on. That's why I don't like Duke. Almost got your own stuff.
We gotta do this.
Oh, come on, dude.
I don't feel we gotta do this.
I think it's my heart's right. Can't see his health because being smart. And should I do the time hourglass thing? What's that? Yeah, one more and we should be good. Yep. And, of course you would. You freaking. You know what? This is probably the best fight, but it's also like the worst fight.
You still stand.
Okay, get off the stupid thing.
Destruction field!
Thank you. God dang, Duke.
Accept your fate, Duke.
We'll defend the world our own way.
No one can stop our hopes.
And this better be the end of this game, because I don't remember them. I don't remember a third form. Yep, it's the end. I'm very upset to make this another episode.
Lucifer, I could not keep my promise.
And go join him.
I
The
don't know
credits
what
alone are gonna be
Lucifer
like our
was like,
30
so this
minutes.
doesn't mean much coming from me. But if Lucifer fought for humans during the Great War, then I don't think he'd want his friend to reject humanity.
Sure enough.
Lucifer's wish to protect the world, peace for all living things.
Yuri! Hurry!
I'm on it!
Rita, Estelle, synchronize. Judith, give me support. Okay, understood. Yuri, let's go. My heart's all aflutter.
We're counting on you, boss.
New animation for Yuri. You know, I joke about this. I really hope it's not the case that my computer is gonna have a freak out. It shouldn't, because it's been decent recently. Oh, let this be over. Also, why is the Earth usually represented as purple? I'm trying to think of the first time we ever see that. I'm pretty sure that's Legend of Zelda Minish Cap? I want to say it's Minish Cap. And all the Blastia are going to be turning into spirits. Goodbye, the Age of Blastia, and hello, of Dawn of the New World. I keep forgetting Halura is also technically a Blastia. Oh boy. There's Rita, Carol's, Estelle's, Yuri's even.
Then they truly intend to give up Blastia.
It's over? Oh, no way. Our plan isn't working. No, it's okay. Just a little more. It just needs a little more power. But how? There isn't any more.
Come on, we gotta do something!
It's gotta work.
This can't be how it ends.
Oh, it's not.
Mental spirits, humans, Lucifer. Can this world truly change?
Damn it, come on!
And Duke used the name Nomos. Here goes Undine. 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 Whatever. So, fun little fact about that. What you see there is actually Yuri's second mystic art. We didn't go into it because I don't have plans to do it, And if I do it, I'll play it on my own time, just like I did this. Yeah, everyone has 2 Mystic Arts in this game.
Awesome.
Only in New Game Plus mode, though.
Who became out of Phagos. They all transformed into these spirits.
So the Adaphagos was also part of this world. Unbelievable.
It's so beautiful.
Ah, it is.
We did it.
Was this truly the right thing for us to do?
I don't know. We lost all the Blastia, and with that, the barriers are gone. But we chose that path, so I guess we gotta live with it. As long as we're still alive, we'll be okay.
You are strong.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm not alone. Hey, Duke! See you around.
Yuri!
That's funny, because that cutscene doesn't play in the American version. The little high five between Flynn and Yuri. Oh, there's Udine himself. Time to recolor the land. So, I don't know how common this theory is, but there's actually a theory floating around that this world is the same world as Tales of Symphonia. I don't really necessarily buy into that, but it's interesting to know certain things like that, especially with fans of this game. And now the credits are going, I can talk a little more freely about this project. I do not plan to do another Tales of game on this channel for a long time. If I do, I will probably do it as a, like, guest comm or something. Oh, burning chicken. Cool, that's a thing you don't hear too much of recently. If only because this took, like, almost 2 years to do. It took, like, 1.5 years. So, I'm gonna say this right now. I never liked the beginning of this game. The prologue is the worst part of the game. The middle is somewhat okay. The middle isn't great by any stretch. It doesn't really become better until the Alexei arc, where you have to go take out Alexei. And then the last little bit of the game is probably the best part of the game. And this is also just one of the rare cases of I just don't like the storytelling of this game. And that's not to say like the Tales of games are bad. It's just I think it's very slow in the beginning, and then the middle picks up a little bit, and then like at the end it's like, oh, here's the downhill slope of what's going on. The music's still good, the combat's what you expect from a Tales of game. This is technically the last Tales of game that used this formula of basically having a art assigned, or a normal attack assigned to a button and an art assigned to a button. From every other Tales of game, the 3 that were announced, or that were released since this game being out, Tales of Zeria, Tales of Vesperia, and Tales of, oh crap, what's the new one called? Tales of Arise, I think it's called. That all uses a different combo system where every individual button has a unique art assigned to it. So it's pretty important to know that. And for the game itself, though, like, I kind of like the characters. The characters definitely made this game a lot better. But it's also a situation where you don't really necessarily see, like, the overall growth. And this is, I believe, the last Tales of game that locks, that locks a second Mystic Art to New Game Plus mode. In every Tales of game after this, I have seen, or what I remember, you can unlock the second Mystic Art just by playing the game normally. I do like Duke as a character. He's not really the villain, but I can see people perceiving him as a villain. He's kind of the more neutral character, and like that's really funny, or not really funny, but it's really cool to see that, you know, not every villain has to necessarily be a villain. It could just be through good intentions, but like the entire world riding on you, like Alexei. Even though Alexei was messed up, and etc., etc. But in the sense of, like, this is also kind of like a growth of a series. And this is kind of like the best farewell the old style has. Of the sense of, you know, the villain wasn't necessarily a villain. They just had different conflicting points. And even the end credits here, like, they tell a story of, like, how everyone went traveling around the world, how the lower quarters, and how everyone's trying to get along without Blastia. And granted, once again, I have not done everything in this game because I looked into it. Some of the content I wanted to do is locked to post-game stuff. And I'm going to say right now, I have no major want to come back to this game and play the post-game. If you guys are curious, and you guys like the game enough as it is, I would highly recommend picking up this game. Once again, wouldn't highly recommend picking up this game, but if you're interested, pick up the game. Play your own teams, find your own methods, and do the post-game, because there is a lot of post-game shenanigans that are fairly fun, because, like, there's a complete optional dungeon from the post-game, there's an optional fight next to Duke in the post-game, and I think even the final dungeon sees a couple changes, but once again, I have no plans to do this post-game, because it's kind of not important, and the New Game Plus mode, I already have a file of New Game Plus mode, and I'm going to say right now, I'm just at that point where I don't want to play this game again for a long time. Maybe like a couple years down the line I might want to play it, but as of right now, yeah, locations are fine, everything else is fine. Just the story and the build-up for a lot of it just slows it down to a crawl at some points for me. And like that's also including I'm skipping the cutscenes in New Game Plus mode, so it's still a long time. But this is like the average playthrough of a Tales of game for me. It's about 60 plus hours. And that's also just because, well, it's because the game is long, but it's also the cutscenes, more or less, make this game up. The actual combat and stuff you do, it makes a little bit of it, but it's like effectively looking at a 1% margin to 99% margin of cutscenes. And once again, I know fans of the Tales of series, like, I talk to a lot of them, they talk to me, we all have fun. But it's just, I feel like this game has a longer reputation than it does, and I don't necessarily understand why. And if you guys like this game, if you played it before, like on the Xbox 360 version, the American version, or you played the PS3 version because you live outside of North America and you guys got like an international copy. If you guys like the game, tell me why, because I'm at that point where I'm kind of like torn on the Tales of series, or at least this game in particular. Oh yeah, those two I believe have an optional fight, but I've never done it because I just don't know how to activate it. And that's another thing with Tales of games. I feel like the documentation of them it's really poor. Like, I don't know where half the cutscenes trigger. I don't know when any of this stuff triggers. And every time I look it up, it's just Google kind of gives me that generic answer of like, it's somewhere. And Duke got to live a peaceful life, and he's still living a peaceful life. Duke gets to see a new world just like everyone else. With the fall of the tower. There goes Baul. With everyone on it, assumingly. I did see a lot more Duke than I did ever in my playthroughs, though. When I looked up, I did all of his side quests. So, yeah. And with that, you guys save the game. I'm going to save the game over my first save data, because this one is kind of the... Actually, you know what? I'll save it on the third one, because once again, I don't really have plans to come back and play this game. But to end saving and just kind of tell you guys what you unlock for this. It's not much, but you basically get... I think credits are already unlocked. You get EX new game. So what this means is, you go into your files... You basically gotta select a game, and you get and certain stuff carries over. So like, let's select file 3, the one we just finished up. Yeah, some of them are not fun. I get why this is there. I like this in concept, but I'm not great with the game, so I don't know how to get the grades up. And I take it you're supposed to do that in new game or in post game, which I did in post game a lot. But yeah, it just basically lets you select a game. Or, like, you gotta select, like, what you want to carry over and stuff. And, once again, in my opinion, it's not really that worth it. So, if I end up doing If I end up doing a New Game Plus mode thing, it'll probably be much later just because I still need to look up a lot of things in this game. But until then, you guys have another LP coming along, and I'm working on that fairly hard, so I'll see you guys later.